Hey, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Once again, it's your twin, it's your man, it's 100 grand, your motherfucking mama's favorite side piece, and your sister's boyfriend. It's your boy Doc G. And wanted to speak on this subject that I thought was kind of interesting. I wanted to speak about male R&B singers, the ones who sing about relationships and how to keep a woman and how to treat a woman and how to act right with a woman and all of that shit. How I notice a pattern of how like a lot of prominent male R&B singers, they don't how a lot of them don't practice what they preach, man. They be like, "Oh, you should be this way to a lady. You should be that way to a lady and oh, treat her like this." And it's crazy because a lot of the female audience, they eat that shit up. They eat that shit up and they actually believe the bullshit coming out of these singers' mouths. Let me give you some examples. I'll give you a couple of names of some male R&B singers who a lot of women like that actually have problems. I'm going to start off one by one. Let's start off with your boy Chris Brown. Chris Brown is an obvious woman beater. Like he has been recorded beating at least 3 different women. And this is more women. This is more than just Rihanna that just got her ass whooped by Chris Brown. He has been known to put hands on women on multiple fucking occasions. He's been known to have a fucked up temper and just do random violent shit. But yet, women forget all about that shit and they fucking pay this guy like $1,500 a pop just to take a picture with him. You know, let me give you an example. So, goddamn, your boy Chris Brown, your boy Chris Brown, man, is up here taking pictures, with some of these thirsty ass fans. Hold up, let me see if I can find these pictures. So he takes pictures like these with these thirsty ass fans. These chicks have whole entire boyfriends and husbands and shit at home, but yet they paying this guy $1,500 a pop to take pictures with them like this. And they forget that this man used to beat the shit out of women. But they don't even remember that shit or care about it because he's a high value man. He has talent. He's well known. He makes a lot of money. And chicks like how he looks. So that shit doesn't even matter if you if you got money and if you're a high value man that chicks want, then guess what? Chicks will fucking forgive anything. You can beat the shit out of women and they'll forget that it ever happened. Look at this shit. I mean, the shit is pathetic. It really is. So that's one example right there. So Chris Brown is one example. Beat the shit out of women and women just don't give a fuck because it's Chris Brown. And they still pay this guy. Like let me give you another example. Usher. You know, for the people that live in a goddamn box that don't know who Usher is, this is Usher. You know, Usher has herpes. And Usher, a lot of chicks motherfucking forget that he got herpes and that he fucking gives these chicks that he gives chicks herpes and shit. But yet he out here motherfucking singing about staying in a relationship with chicks. And these chicks They don't understand that this guy can't keep a relationship to save his life. You know, and it's crazy because they forget that Usher is out here giving chicks herpes and shit. They forget all about that shit, and he does stuff like this. What up, Tiny? Hold up. Give it a second. Now, need I state the obvious? Usher has goddamn hit on married women multiple times. He hit on Alicia Keys at the Super Bowl, was all up on her. You know what I'm saying? Alicia Keys is married to a producer named Swiss Beats. And keep in mind, he's up there feeding cherries to a married woman, T.I.'s wife, Tiny. So he's up there feeding cherries to a fucking married woman and shit. And he's up there hitting on another married woman at the Super Bowl. And he's constantly hitting on, and on top of that, he hit on Keke Palmer, which was another famous chick out here, and she's a married woman. So the guy is a fucking home wrecker, basically. And he don't give a fuck, man. And the thing is, a lot of women be like, "Oh, I want a man that's gonna be respectful and it's gonna be this, that, and the third." But Usher is the complete opposite. He just know how to sing. Let me give you another prime example. Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown had so many goddamn chicks it was ridiculous. Cheated on his girl Whitney Houston multiple times, but chicks still liked him. Robin Thicke beat up his wife. Motherfucking, and he was on drugs, but chicks still fuck with him. Who else? Marvin Gaye beat up his goddamn woman. Was on drugs too. Women still liked him. Al Green, who's a reverend, beat up. He had a pot of grits thrown on him by his wife because they was in a fight, and he fucking cheated on her and shit like that. The list goes on and on and on. Hell, David Ruffin from the Temptations. Hell, Rick James. The fucking list goes on about these R&B singers that play the shit out of women. And women not or known womanizers. And they get given a pass all the time. You can go beyond that. Hell, R. Kelly out here pulling I ain't gonna say elementary school girls, pulling middle school age girls, waiting outside the motherfucking McDonald's outside of their motherfucking school to fucking pull school age girls. R. Kelly was forgiven for that shit for so long because he can sing and he was a high value man and shit. It took the Me Too era to happen before they even did anything about that. If you're a high value man, or what's considered a high value man, then you can get forgiven for anything. A lot of these goddamn R&B singers and shit, man, they don't give a fuck, man. Same goes for the rock stars and shit. Like it's ridiculous. These are the ones that get bitches. And these are the ones who fucking sing about and rap about how they can goddamn, how to treat a woman right. And they the same ones that don't treat women right. That's why I say, man, it doesn't fucking help taking these hoes out to dinner and treating them like ladies and all that. Because if they want to fuck you, then they're going to fuck you. If they want to be with you, then they're going to be with you. Period, man. You don't have to jump through hoops to get in a woman's panties. If she wants you, then you can have her. If she wants you, then you can have her. Simple as that. I tell you, man, all these goddamn singers I named that be fucking doing chicks dirty, man. That goes to show a couple of things. And hell, it goes beyond just the singers, man. It's anybody. Like, high value men can get away with anything. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump, motherfucking Donald Trump is married to Melania. You know, Melania's a fine ass woman. You know what I'm saying? And Donald Trump ain't what I consider, the most handsome fella on earth. Like a lot of chicks may think somebody like a George Clooney or something is handsome, but like somebody like Donald Trump probably wouldn't be able to pull a chick like Melania if he wasn't a high value man. I mean, let's keep it real. He literally went out and said, grab women by the pussy. I can do anything. I can grab a woman by the pussy and she won't do shit. And chicks still voted for him. This goes to show there is no good side for being a decent guy. Not when it comes to getting with women. I mean, high value, all you have to do is build yourself up to being that guy. A high value guy. And I hate using the word high value because it's overused nowadays. But all you got to do is invest in yourself as men, build up your equity, build up your worth, build up your brand, and don't focus on what these chicks are talking about. Because these chicks don't know what the fuck they want, who the fuck they are. And they're just motherfucking, they're all over the place. A chick will choose a fucking abusive dude if that dude it has enough money or enough clout or whatever. You want a fucking prime example of that? Look at Derrick Jaxn. For those who don't know who Derrick Jaxn is, let me look this fucking clown up. Goddamn, this guy right here. This fucking guy. This is Derrick Jaxn. This is the guy that a lot of chicks have listened to and have taken their word for gospel. This fucking guy right here with his damn ex-wife who he's cheated on like a million times. Goddamn. This fucking guy. They consider him a high value guy, but they listen to his fucking relationship advice. He will bash the shit out of men, so he could goddamn get money from other women to donate to him, to his channel. And he was basically the player that most women hate, but they still listen to this guy. Because this guy is what a lot of chicks consider a high value man, So basically, if you're a high value man, you could get away with fucking murder. If you're a high value man, you could get away with anything. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry, it's funny because women run their mouth a country mile. They run their mouth a mile a minute, talking about what they do and what they don't want, what they will and what they won't accept. And the thing is, they will accept anything. You want another example of that shit? Look at goddamn how Jay-Z treated Beyonce. Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce with multiple women. Now, keep in mind, Beyonce is the main preacher of feminism and don't take no shit from no man and all that bullshit. But Jay-Z, he cheated on her ass the first chance he got because it's Jay-Z. The motherfucker's worth $2.5 billion. So, yeah, I mean, keep in mind, Beyonce, the queen of feminism, She doesn't practice what she preached. And the only reason she takes shit from a guy like Jay-Z is because he's a high value dude. It's fucking insane, man. But like I said, man, it don't pay taking these hoes out to dinner and trying to show out and romance them and all of that shit because it's just not worth it. The shit is funny. They don't know what they want, and they will goddamn share. They will share a guy that has a certain type of clout to him. They will agree to share that type of guy before they ever settle down with a regular normal guy. Is all I'm saying. Either way, anyway, I just wanted to point out some of this shit, man. Just I'm gonna leave it at that. It's your man Doc G signing out. Peace.